Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a review on Disney After Dark, which is the first book in the Kingdom Keepers series by Ridley Pearson. And this book follows 5 teenagers, Finn, Willa, Charlene, Maybeck, and Philby. And these 5 teenagers were hired as models for DHIs, which stands for Disney Host Interactives. And that basically means that they were models for holograms that were used as hosts in the park to just kind of like show tourists around and stuff like that. And everything, seems fine. It was just a job and everything until Finn, who's the main character in this book, wakes up one night in the park, and he doesn't know how he got there, and he doesn't know if he's dreaming or not until he meets an old man named Wayne, who is an Imagineer at the park, and he tells Finn that he and the other 4 DHIs are needed to fight against Disney villains that are threatening to take over Disney World, as well as like the world outside of Disney World and everything like that. And so Finn is, confused and doesn't know if this old man is just crazy or not. And then he finds out that whenever he crosses over, and he will cross over every night until he's able to fix the problem that they're having. He is half hologram and half human, which means he is made mostly out of light, but he can feel pain, and he wakes up with the same injuries that he gets in the park. So basically the book is just about these 5 teenagers trying to solve a riddle that Wayne has given them, which will allow them to get some kind of weapons against these overtakers, which are the Disney villains. And the main villain in this book, if you can't tell by the cover, is Maleficent. And so basically that's where the plot takes off. They find out that this is what they need to do, and they go off trying to solve this riddle and kind of save the day. Now, I only gave this book 3 out of 5 stars, and it only got 3 out of 5 stars because the ending of the book was really good. The book is about 325 pages long, and I really only enjoyed the last 100 pages. The last 100 pages were really fast-paced. You find out things that you didn't know, and what kind of brings you into wanting to read the next books in the series. But the first 225 pages are really slow, and I understand that it's kind of like they're trying to build up the plot, and so you know exactly what's going on in all of the backstory. But I spent most of it feeling like you could have cut out 100 pages. You didn't need to drag on as much as they did, and that was kind of annoying. Now for the characters, I didn't find myself really attached to any of them. I don't think that there was very good character building. The only character that I found myself attached to in the slightest bit really was Philby, which is kind of weird because although he had a main part in it, he was one of the 5 kids. He still wasn't a main part. There was nothing that really happened to him that made him this huge part of the book. Finn was okay. I mean, he was probably the second character that I was most attached to. But really the one character out of the entire book that had the most development was Maleficent. And in the beginning of the book, she was a little frightening. They kind of describe her whenever they first see or first have contact with her, and basically whenever she's around, the temperature drops and everything gets really cold and icy, and everyone can see their breath and stuff like that. And so that was, a little creepy and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, she didn't really scare me until the last 100 pages, and just everything about her, just the way that they wrote their face-to-face interaction with her was so scary. If I was a kid reading this book, I would be so freaked out by Maleficent. And if I ever went to Disneyland and saw her, no, that you could not get me within 200 feet of her. She is, in this book, is frightening. So they did a really good job of developing Maleficent's character, but unfortunately she was really the only one for me that gave me any kind of feeling towards them. I mean, it was fear, but whatever. The rest of the characters were just kind of iffy, The only reason why I did give it the 3 stars is because the end of the book was good. And I do plan on reading the next books because you kind of find out something at the end that now I want to know what's going on. But, yeah, I feel give it a try if you like Disney. It was pretty cool. You get some of the scenes in the book take place in some of the rides, after it's closed down, and it was just kind of cool to hear the description of it. Just being able to visualize a setting in a book so well really helped out. So yeah, I would recommend this if you like Disney, or if you're younger in age, I would definitely recommend this. So yeah, that was my review of Disney After Dark. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment below if you have read it, or and if you liked it or not. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.